Basically, the beauty of investing is, you see, most of us, we are actually using our time to earn an income, to exchange for an income. Or in a very layman term, we said we work for money. So investing is actually a way where we actually let the money work for us, or letting the money generate its own income rather than we chase after it. So basically, if we start to work and relying on only our salary as our main source of income, then the question is, how long do we want to work and how hard we should continue to work. So that's where investing comes in. Investing is basically based on the income we generate from our salary. We allocate a part of it and then invest that part of the salary and let that portion also work for us to generate additional income. What is the right understanding about investment? Basically, investment is for the long term. Especially if you look at for equity investment, people usually take it as a gambling den, place where you listen to rumors, you buy on hot tips, you buy on your best friend's recommendation, or you buy from your broker's recommendation without doing much homework, without knowing what to get yourself into. So there is a few right understanding we need about investing in the stock market. When you invest in the stock market, you're actually not buying just a share. You're also not buying just a ticker. Technically, you're actually buying into a business. You see, stock market is basically a place where businesses are listed, or businesses are offering their shareholdings for the public to participate. So when you invest in a share in a company, you are actually one of the shareholders. When you invest in a company in the stock market, you are actually one of the shareholders of the company. That's why, with this understanding, we must see investing in the stock market as you're really participating in a business. You're actually investing in the business. So this is where the beauty of stock market is. I always explain to people that you can be of any career. I mean, you can be an artist, you can be a musician, or you can be an engineer, you can be a doctor, or you can be just a normal office clerk or anything. But when you invest in equities, when you invest in a company in the stock market, you are actually also becoming an owner of a business. And the interesting part is you have a management that actually runs the business for you, that you can continue to actually do whatever you're doing, be it continue to paint, be it continue to do whatever that you like to do, and you have a team of people to actually manage your investment for you, or to manage your company for you. So when you invest in the stock market, you're actually investing in a business. The second thing is, what you need to actually invest in the equity market is you need to know what you invest into. See, a lot of people say investing in stock market is risky. They say investing in stock market is dangerous, you'll lose money. All those are actually true, especially when you don't know what to get yourself into. You see, risk is not with the stock market. Risk is when you don't know what you're doing. So when you don't know what you are doing, be it whatever you are doing, it's absolutely risky. The only way you can mitigate the risk, or you can minimize the risk in whatever that you're doing, is when you know what you're doing. So riskiness is not about stock market. Riskiness is about whether do you know what you're doing. Very often we hear people losing money in the stock market. I think most of the time it is simply because they don't know what they're buying. It's just simply based on the rumor that they hear, based on the best recommendation by their best friends and things like that. So the second thing about stock market is you must understand what you're buying. Just bear in mind, you are buying into a business. In reality, will you ever buy into a business which you don't understand? I think the answer is definitely not. You only buy into a business which you understand. So you also need that right mindset in the stock market. Third, how do we start? We always think that to start investing in the stock market, we need to have big capital. You know, some people say maybe you need 10,000s or even hundreds of thousands. That is actually not true. The most expensive lesson is actually when you don't start at all. When I first started, I only started investing a few hundred ringgit a month. Just get started. I think starting is the first big step you can do. You don't really need to wait until you build a few thousands of capital or tens of thousands of capital to get started. Honestly, you don't have to. Start from little and build it from there. The journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step.